to Positivity Brings Profitability Abundance Thursdays with Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, where are you calling that from, brother?
Oh my gosh, Walter, this is so wonderful. What a beautiful sun right here, brother. I live behind this mountain, maybe two mountains down. So about 1.5 miles from my place. And it's just a nice ambiance. And, our beautiful people from our, maintenance crew for the club, they are, doing some very special things. Look at that. They're seeding. Look at that, seeding right there. Oh my gosh, I cannot ask for anything more, and the birds are chirping, and Vinney is just, in your abundance attitude is so important. And that's what we talk about. You got to smell the roses. I say that all the time. You know, to speed up, you got to slow down. You got to slow down and enjoy. Like, when I sat on this, little nice desk over here or whatever barbecue thing, it was wet. But you know what? You figure out a way. You say, so what? Water is good for your body. It's going to get my tush a little wet, but that's okay. It's going to dry up.
I love it when you said it, because you and I were just talking and you were like, this is all wet. Wiping it off. You're like, I guess water is good. Water is good. It's going to be wet. It'll dry off. It'll be fine. So, Vinney, you and I were talking before the podcast, and we were talking about how most people have a struggle with relationships. Everybody in our community knows relationships are important. They know all the money that people want is in the hands of somebody else. So they've got to go get the money from somebody else. So it requires a relationship. And we've been talking about it a lot for, the last 3 years. We've really been saying, 100 millionaires means 100 people, right? 100 relationships. But that still doesn't stop the fact that people are afraid of other people for some reason. That's why social media is the way it is. People want the attention. They love the attention, but they're afraid to ask for it. And they're afraid to maybe that they might have to commit to somebody. So I wanted to bring this down, and maybe we'll do this multiple weeks, but how does somebody build a real relationship? Because you have 430 or more than that by now, real relationships who have not just they know you, but they hand you money. They trust you with their money. This is deep relationships. How does somebody go about building real deep relationships, Vinney?
Oh my gosh, Walter, this is a big question. And I think we should really discuss it. I mean, it's going to take us time. But the biggest part is that comes to me, why people really want to be in business with you, or get to know you, or find out what you're doing and where your life has gone from what point to what point, is the interest and curiosity, the person you are. So I would like to talk about how to make a good impression on anybody. The very first 30 seconds, people sometimes say 7 seconds to be truthful. And they say, if you are not poised, if you're not really, giving them what they want, if you are not emitting the energy, if you're not giving them the sunshine that they need in their life, people will be attracted to you if you are really meeting them for the first time and just making a huge impression. So, okay, let's talk about that, because that is the real key to success. People will discount you. They will put you at the bottom of the place because they are bombarded with so many different relationships from everybody else. So go on a graph with me. I mean, people say we get how many 10,000 thoughts a day, and how many people want to take somebody's time? Lots of people. How many people want to penetrate into my thinking and your thinking, in my circle and their circle? So understanding that feeling, that what you're trying to do is connect with a person in such a level that you just grab them. You just grab them. You got to grab their attention.
And go back to that, Vinney, you're right. We're getting bombarded all the time. There's people in your messenger, they're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on social media. When you walk down the street, there's somebody saying, hey, come check out what I've got. Or can you pass me some money? I'm sitting here. I've been, homeless for a little while. No matter where we go, there's somebody looking for our attention. or our
Yes.
money or our love, or they want something that we have. And so we're constantly protecting ourselves from this. So now when we become one of those people who want something from somebody else, we feel almost a little bit dirty, right? Like I can't stand it when people are coming after me for attention. Why should I go and do this to other people?
That's human nature, Walter. That's human nature. People are, our mind is set up like that. If somebody's reaching out to us, we always just automatically think, what do they want from me? Why are they reaching out? What's their motive? Hold on, that's a big one. Motive. What's their motivation? Why did they pick me to penetrate into my circle? See, that's a huge question to ask, huge question to reply to. And let me just kind of again, say people get respected. The respect that we show to the people will endear them into your circle. Respect, timeliness or punctuality, being very sincere, bringing the trust to somebody, and just be very upfront and have no agenda. Oh, see, the thing is, the problem is, many times we reach people with a already set agenda that I'm going to get them from point A to B to C and grab their money. I want to get them to invest with me and grab their money. I want to get them to help me in this and grab their attention, grab their time. People have two things, time and money.
Yes. I put that in my second book. That's how I opened the book. I said, we only have two currencies. It's time or money. Nobody has both, or nobody has an abundance of both. There's always one that they could have a little more of. There's always one ahead.
So true, Walter. And everybody watching us or listening to us, please look at your relationships. That's what we're talking about. And if you master the art of really get into somebody's circle with the best footprint, I call it footprint. First, it's the face print, then comes the footprint.
Hold on, you got to go back to the face print. What is the face print, Vinney? Is this what Facebook is looking for? That's how they know where you're at?
See, the thing is, face is so important for anybody to bring you into their life. You got to be smiling. Oh my gosh, the Vinney Smile Chopra talking about smile. You got to practice on showing your teeth and your smile. And, if you're not smiling, you're not emitting or giving away positive vibes to the people. Hold on. I mean, if you smile, people want to know why he's smiling. Oh, you're bringing joy and happiness. If you're frowning, if you're really tense and you're meeting people, it's bringing tense energy, negative energy to them. Right. So we need to be smiling. We need to be poised. We need to be happy inside as we approach other people to bring them into our circle, or we want to connect with them. So let's get back to again, face print is very, 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 very important with the good face print. And it has to be face, 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 face. Then comes the mouth. Then comes the eyes. All those things are making an impression into somebody's mind, in their thoughts. And you're making them feel appreciated. You're making them feel to just get energized. And, you're taking them from point A to A plus or A plus plus. They were having a bad day, but because they met you, because they heard you, because they looked at the smile, you just brought so many glimmers of hope and praise in their, God. The thing is, more we are able to make a face print in the life of somebody, you will be amazed how they let you in.
So true. So true. So again, we're going back for everybody who's just logging in now. We're talking about the importance of relationships, and not just like, oh, relationships are important. We're talking about money relationships, like people handing you money, putting stacks of wealth because all the money that you want is in the hands of other people. And it's not about like fake relationships. We're talking about real relationships. And a lot of people who are really nice people, because this is one of the challenges I hear all the time. Oh, I'm a really nice guy, but I don't really know anybody. Like being a nice guy is only the bare minimum. If nobody knows about you, or they can't feel how nice you are when they first meet you, like Vinney's talking about right now, the face print. If your face print, you only get like 6 seconds, 30 seconds to build this first like acknowledgement of you, who you are, and share that with somebody. It has to be on point. It has to be dialed in. There's so many people, Vinney, right now that like I used to run a team of 25 real estate agents. We'd get in a meeting and then I'd say, okay, guys, we're doing videos. And so many, half the room would say, I'm not dressed for it, or I didn't come prepared. And it's like, you can't leave your house. You can't wake up without being prepared to be in a conversation with somebody and put your best foot forward, or your best face forward.
I love what you're saying, Walter. We need to have elevator pitches. I always say that. You got to have, what is elevator pitch? A lot of people I have heard and said, they say, I don't believe in that. I believe it wholeheartedly. You got to have your business card, your face card with you all the time. What's elevator pitch? If somebody's riding in an elevator and going from the ground floor to first floor or second floor or third floor, how many seconds there are? Maybe less than a minute, less than 30 seconds. So we need to be able to make a good facial impression or what we do, and be able to tell them and talk to them and talk about some positive, what a great day. And oh, by the way, so glad that, we're in this elevator together and heading out to that floor. And, I just wanted to share with you something. If they are, getting into conversation, right? The big thing is I ask them, oh, by the way, like in hotels, I say, hi there, so good to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from San Francisco. I say that first. You got to say where you are from for them to open up to tell you where they're from. See, it could be inquisitive if you say, where are you from? And, or if they have a child, or if they have a daughter, or, little baby, you just say, what a beautiful baby, or, what a beautiful dog, or whatever it is, right? You got to start the conversation. So communication is to break the ice, first of all, with some sweet words and with great face print we talked about. Then you got to tell them a little bit about quickly, that, hi, I'm so excited, Walter, to meet you today because I'm in commercial real estate. And actually, I'm looking for partners to join me in wonderful acquisitions where I give cash flows to them and also equity gains when we do the refinancing or to sell. That's it. Hold on. How many seconds did it take me? Less than
under 30 seconds.
Under 30 seconds, brother. So the big thing is to hook people in to be inquisitive. You're not selling anything in the first time. No. You're just hooking them, arousing curiosity. Like when I say I'm looking for partner investors. Wow, okay, partners and investors, both are good points, right? I'm not looking for somebody to just invest in anything. I'm looking for people who will invest in commercial deals, and I give them back. What's in it for me? Wim, that is everybody's mind. What's in it for me? WIFF, right? Whatever it is,
With them.
There we go. Whiffum, brother.
What's in it for me?
Yeah. What's in it for me? Everybody wants to know what's in it for me. By saying that, we are able to give cash flows monthly or quarterly from what we purchase and give them majority of the cash flow and majority of the equity gain. Hold on. What I just said. Oh my God. It's like 70% of the profits I make, I give it to my investors. Now I have 539 investors. gone from 430 to 539 in the matter of few months, because more people are coming through social media. More people. I'm just tickled. I think our podcast is helping. People are clicking to invest with Vinney, and they said, Vinney, I want 100,000 with you, 500,000 with you. I said, hold on. Oh, I say that, hold on again. I need to cut that down because I listened to myself again. And I said, Vinney, don't use that word. So I'm getting better. See, you got to grow. What you are speaking is so important. So you got to choose the right words. And that's what communication is about. I know we are going in circles, but communication, how to get other people's money, OPM. OPM is the life's biggest success principle. And that's what Walter and I are putting together in the channels. We are giving you free. We are totally giving you free all these starting points so that you could get on your journey to get other people's money. Like Walter said, money is around you. $32 trillion of money, trillion in retirement funds. Savings is on top of it. So money is all around you. That's why we meet you every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific with abundance mindset, abundance lifestyle, abundance thinking, and abundance communication we are talking about today.
And I love this. So many good tips on the first impression. That first, when you meet a person, and if somebody just were to take away one thing from this, I really think it would be get your USP, right? Vinney calls it the elevator speech. It's also a unique selling proposition for those salespeople who've been through all those trainings. Get it dialed in the right way. Get it simple. So people, when they hear it, when they listen to you, they're thinking, man, this is what I want. I want to work with this person. I want to invest with this person. I want to know this person. If you're single right now and you're looking for a little bit of love, it could be that you're just not building good relationships from the get-go. Maybe your perception is maybe not dressed appropriately. Maybe, hey, Vinney, we didn't talk about it. How do you smell, right? Are you chewing gum? So your breath's always on point? Or do you smell like you just, walked out of a sewer, or are you wearing a little bit of, cologne on? So there's a lot of different factors, right?
There are a lot of factors, Walter. Let's hit that. But I just did a little bit video on myself about dressing up, because even though with the Zoom world, people have gotten really very lazy to take showers and brushing their teeth and, grooming themselves. I don't believe in that. I used to wear 3-piece suits in my life. 3-piece, brother. I have, 19 suits, right? But the thing is, I always have felt who I am, how I want to people should see me as a very successful person. And if you are that person, people will be enticed, and that facial impression only doesn't come by just wearing jamas, and wearing, different clothes, but you got to get ready and be ready for success, dress for success, and have the best smile ever. But you got to groom yourself. You got to shave and everything if you need to do all that, and wear the nice clothes. I mean, nice clothes. Even if they are 5, shirts, I have 132 shirts. I just counted the other day. I said, what the heck, Vinney? You got to recycle. I'm a shopaholic. I'm sorry. But, that's okay. The key thing is you got to dress right. Even though it's Zoom, you got to have the best backlighting and the best microphone and the best, you know that, right? Walter,
we're so obsessed. Impressed. Me and you, Vinney, are obsessed.
We are totally obsessed, brother, because that's the key to success. You have only few seconds to grab other people's attention.
Yes.
And that is the real tyranny in our world, is that we don't give ourselves enough time to prepare ourselves for the meetings. We don't prepare ourselves to do the facial print. We don't prepare ourselves to really be groomed and ready with the content in a concise way, in the elevator pitch, so that people, when they're giving you time, you want to make sure that you are really respectful. You show up early. I hate when people don't show up early. You got to be there. You got to not let people wait. If it's even 2 minutes late, you text them. You make sure, which I did yesterday. I was meeting with a very beautiful attorney from New York, and she was on the, very nice up there in the, up in New Hampshire. What's the place? I want to come
New
there.
Hampshire's
It's
nice.
yeah, very
Live
very
free or
beautiful.
die.
I know, my gosh. And no, this is at the rich place there. What's it called? I have never been there. Maybe somebody will invite me. I would love to fly there and come. It's a special, I don't know. I'll find out anyway. But the thing is, she was so, so, so impressed. I never met her before. And we even had second visit, and she wants to interview me again. I'm not saying I'm anything special, but she just loved this, the whole persona, the facial print. Let's say we are talking about facial print,
Yes.
right? Not to boast myself, but the thing is, we want to meet again and again. She showed up at my Wednesday mastermind abundance class and the teaching class last night. I mean, the thing is, I might have made a small impression, and that's what we are talking about. You want to get into somebody's circle, you make the best first impression. And then you give and give and give and give and give. The reason I started with one investor who gave me $50,000 check, and I talk about it all the time, he has given me $29 million.
Wow.
I
29
mean,
million.
29 million, brother. The thing is, why? Because he was so impressed. He kept on putting money into my deals. But then he said, Vinney, would you come to Starbucks? I've got my friends asking about you. They want to have coffee with you. 7 people showed up, I think, that morning. This is about 10, 12 years back, right? And then they started investing and all that. Then their brothers and sisters. Oh my gosh. I mean, I had no presence on internet whatsoever. I just came on the screen maybe in 2015, 7 years back, with my new
You and me
company.
both, Vinney. We started around the
Okay.
same time.
I love
We're
it.
in. We're here.
We are here, brother. I mean, that's the real deal. When you're genuine, when you have the best interest at their heart, they trusted me. I was totally transparent. I held investors meeting quarterly, recorded meetings live with every investor, bringing them, and then we send the recording of the investors meeting to all the ones, everybody who missed it and who attended also. I kept on doing that for years after years after years. And when in the PowerPoint, I was the most organized guy with all authenticity of the profit and loss statements and rent rolls and bringing the staff's pictures to them and what capex money we spent and how the whole thing was spent with the before and after pictures. So I brought the properties, 6,700 units I have bought so far. I have always felt I want to bring the properties to them.
Yep.
They will not take the time to fly from California or other parts of the country to go to the apartment complex in Houston or Odessa, Texas, or Midland, Texas, or San Antonio, or San Marcos, or Seguin, or Atlanta, or Florida, where I am all over with the footprint. They will not go there. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you a secret because I brought the property to them every 3 months. They felt good. They felt really transparency in my business. They felt that Vinney's got his ball, rolling, and only 7 people in the last 15 years have met me at my apartments. Out
Only
of
7.
430 people, only 7 have met me in last 15 years because I bring the deal to them. I bring the numbers. I give them the authenticity and the trust. So we're going to talk about trust now. See, when you want to take other people's money, Walter, we need to gain their trust.
Yep.
We need to make sure that they, with the anything going in their mind, if they have any question, you got to jump the gun. You got to drop every appointment, and you take care of your clients. You take care of your people, because if you don't take care of them, and I say in my some recordings I mentioned about I'm the fire engine, and if the fire is going in your let's say I own 100 acres of land, right, or whatever, and I am building a forest, and if there is a fire at one of the trees, I'm metaphorically, I'm saying I have 430 trees, my investors, and if something is problem there with one person, I, as the fire engine, need to stop everything and get on the horn and go to that situation, find out what they want from me.
Yeah.
As a CEO, you got to take care of your clients. You got to take care of people you serve yourself. Of course, my, daughter is involved. My wife was involved quite a bit more. So we have been very sacred in my small company, to keep track of our investors and also giving them what they need. If they have a question, I answer it, because buck stops with me. So that has
Absolutely.
really built the trust and the confidence. And every email I send, brother, has got my picture, my cell phone, my email, my LinkedIn. I mean, all the profiles. And, they can make any kind of appointment with me anytime. I give them top priority.
Vinney, I love it. This has been one of our, I think, most useful, valuable, technically instructive calls we've done together, and I'm looking forward to continuing this next week, going a little deeper into the relationship building. We start with face print. We talked about that first impression, your USP or your elevator pitch, knowing what to say to somebody, and then we drove into a little bit about character, like how to actually respond to situations and how to communicate with the person so that just your actions speak louder than your words, because we know that to be true as well. So how you're seen, how you're heard, and then what they're actually experiencing you do, the feeling they're getting from hanging out with you. We've just begun this deep dive into relationships with Vinney Chopra on profitability. Positivity brings profitability, our Abundance Thursdays. So if you're just tuning in now, like this video, do us a favor and share it with someone who is in sales, who is in syndication or raising capital, or is looking to invest in real estate, because it is all about communication with people. You're not investing in real estate. You're not investing in businesses. You're investing in the people that use those businesses or use that real estate or are working in those deals. So if you're looking to get to the next level, hang out with us every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific time and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. Vinney Chopra, Vinney Smile Chopra. Let's sign them off, brother.
I would say, Walter, I'm going to say one thing. I want 1 million people to get the audio version of my book, Positivity Brings Profitability. Please DM my brother, Walter. Please DM right away so that we can get it in your hands. We want to give you audio version. Of course, it's on Amazon, but I want, and Walter wants to give it to you for free and no strings attached. So please, please, please DM me or Walter, and look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Please put a reminder on your calendar, Vinney, Thursday Abundance Mindset Show with Vinney and Walter, and look forward to you next week. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother.
I love it, Vinney. I almost forgot to mention the 100 Millionaire Summit is coming up October 21st to 23rd.
Yes.
Vinney Chopra will be there delivering some of his knowledge around syndications and why profitability comes from positivity. Positivity brings profitability. So for the first 100 people who buy the tickets after this call, the next 100 people who register, we're going to make sure that you get one of these books. Cheers to your success. When you have a choice, always work with the best. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter.
Cheers, Vinney. You're the man.
Oh my gosh, I love you.